Hey everyone, Dave Geary here. Thanks for stopping by. I took a little break, but I'm back and had some personal issues that had to get addressed, and they've been addressed. And we're back. So now I'm returning again with the 5 things I learned this week. So we're going to get this started back up again. And so hope you like them. And if not, let me know. And if you do like them, let me know. I definitely want to hear from you. So, thing number 1, everything that you do, your organization does, is being watched by existing clients, future clients, prospective clients, your neighbors, your employees, the owners, anybody and everybody. Everybody's watching. So again, you're on notice. I mean, there's not much more to say. You need to be on your A game all the time. Which leads me to thing number 2, A game. Well, we're in the middle of, well, we just completed the first round, and we've just started the second round of the FIFA 2014 World Cup in Brazil. And wow, if you've been watching those matches, great games all the way down to the wire, and some great ties, heartbreaking ties. But again, I digress. Because I'll be back. But again, USA versus Germany, it was like the biggest game in soccer, football, between the U.S. men's national team and the Deutsches men's team. It was great. It was awesome. If you got to see it, you know what I'm talking about. And worldwide, well, United States and Germany wide, I guess, it was one of the most viewed soccer matches in television history and worldwide. I mean, there was this awesome report after that just talked about how the internet just lit up after the game and as the game was going on. It's pretty cool. It's a great opportunity for a lot of great organizations to do a lot of good and to take care of their customers. However, I have some sad news to report. Locally, the one organization that serves German food, specialty food, and has great area for viewing soccer matches because they've done it in the past, didn't bite. They didn't jump on it. Their doors were closed. Now, here was a great opportunity for this organization to open early and to bring in new prospective clients, new prospective customers, and the doors were shuttered. Now, this wasn't a surprise. This game was not a surprise. It wasn't kind of a pickup game. It wasn't an impromptu game. It was scheduled. It has been scheduled, and we knew it was going to happen since the day that the groups were formed, and the day that the United States and Portugal and Ghana and Germany were all told they're in the same group because all teams were going to play each other. It was going to be 3 matches. Every team was going to play 3 matches. So you knew Germany and USA was going to happen. So it was going to be a big game anyway. But it was one of those that it was a game that was going to see who was going to seal the deal, who was going to clinch it as far as leading, winning the division or the group that they were in. So again, organizations that took on it, capitalized it, kudos to you. And those that failed to do so, well, it's on you. It's not nobody else. It's strictly on you. So that leads me to the next thing. Thing number 3 that I learned this week. You have to be ready for anything. And what I mean by anything is, well, not like the Germany-USA match where it was planned and we knew it was going to happen, but anything, severe thunderstorms, a computer crash, a flat tire, kid gets a toothache and he's got to go to the dentist. Those are the things that are unexpected. Are you, your organization, your employees, is everybody ready to deal with the unexpected? And I'm not saying you have to be paranoid that the unexpected is going to happen, but a little paranoia doesn't hurt. But what does hurt is not being ready for it. Okay? You've got to be ready for the unexpected. And in your field of business, you know what those unexpected are. The unexpected things are. You sell copiers, well, you know they're going to break down. You use the copiers, well, you know you're going to run out of paper, or you're going to run out of toner. You're going to need to replace the drum kit. Those things are going to happen. So why do you let them catch up or sneak up on you? And they catch you looking away. They catch you not paying attention. You know it's going to happen. So again, be prepared for anything because you never know what's going to happen. Thing number 4, the Washington Redskins. Talk about things that you weren't prepared for. The United States Patent Office basically closed out, said nope, no more Washington Redskins. And what does an organization like that do, who's had all these years in business, who's spent millions and millions of dollars every year pumping money into the economy and collecting money from the economy, people buying tickets, people buying concessions, people buying memorabilia, sportswear, the whole 9 yards. What happens? I mean, what's the long tail of that? Now this organization has to stop and turn on a dime and rebuild its brand and start from scratch. Now, what happens? You know, those questions. And I understand what's going on behind it. I understand why it happened. Don't get me wrong. I understand. And I understand where it's going. But the question is what does it do to the organization's livelihood? What happens if it's your organization? Somebody comes up to you and says, hey, you know what? Joe's Donut Shop, you're out of business. That's it. There's no explanation. There's no reason why. Just somebody says, hey, you can't sell donuts anymore, or you can't call them donuts. Well, what happens then? What happens? You know, what do you do? How do you prepare for things like that? You don't. You don't. I mean, you know, the Washington Redskins organization, they understood, they knew things were happening, stuff was in the works, so it didn't catch them by surprise. The thing is what happens afterwards. You know, now you've got all these fans with the Redskins shirts and the jerseys and the Joe Theismann jersey on the back and the, you know, Joe Riggins and, you know, old school stuff. What happens to that? Now, is that wrong? You know, now that's all got to get replaced. You can't erase the past. Something to think about. But same token, businesses, be prepared. You've got to be ready to turn on a dime if you have to. And this applies to small mom and pop operations, all the way to major corporations, all the way to the entire Washington Redskins organization. You know, it happens, and it's happening right now. So be prepared to turn on a dime. And the 5th and final thing is pay attention to detail. I tell my staff, I tell my peers, I tell anybody and everybody I encounter, is always pay attention to the details. It's the details that's going to make it or break it. They're going to get you that contract or they're going to break that contract. It's the attention to the details. And it's where the details, what's in the details that matters the most. Like I said, people are always watching. So if people are watching you, they're going to look for the little things. You make that phone call and say, hey, look, I got to run out of the office. So if you stop by, please understand I'll be right back. Or do you just walk away and not say anything to anybody? Therein lies the details. So again, pay attention to the details, and they'll take care of themselves, and they'll take care of you. And those are the 5 things I learned this week. What did you learn this past week? So listen, it's going to be a 3-day weekend, or a 4-day work week coming up. 4th of July, Independence Day. So I wish you a happy Independence Day. And we'll see you next weekend. But in the meantime, keep looking. There's always something you can learn. Have a great one.